Around it goes where it stops. Chad wants to know, does he get a 3? Ah, come on now, Danny D. You can wait 30 seconds. Might be less. But let's wait. Wait for that all-important 3. All right, now I got a 3. Yesterday I tried to stop the video at, what was it, 1 hour, 23 minutes and 33 seconds? And I blew it. There's no real way to know exactly when I'm stopping it. I hit the button close to 33 and hope that it's there, but it wasn't. It was 32. Oh well. See, now Chad's got me all into this 3 thing. Why? I don't know. Why is 3 so important, Chad? Everybody wants to know. Hey, I don't have foggy windows today. How about that? Do have a big-ass van in my way. Get out of my way, big-ass van. I'm gonna make this light, or is it gonna turn yellow as soon as I get here? Aha, I made it. Just in time. Okay, next comes Chad's bling blang blung. Shh, be quiet. It might happen early. Chad's waiting. Still waiting. Alright now. And here's the dip. Dip? Why did they put a dip in the middle of the highway? I don't know. Something to do with keeping the streets from flooding. Well, look at that old guy. He's like speed walking. Look at him over there. He's really moving. Okay. Gotta go. And this guy's gonna zoom ahead of me. Oh boy. I'm gonna get to the freeway before you. So what? Who cares, dude? Same with you, piece of shit truck. Go around me. I got more people coming up behind me. I leave early and I got more people coming up behind me than if I would have left 10 minutes later. That's right, go around. I don't care that you're in a hurry. I'm not. Don't you understand that? Haven't I made that clear yet? I'm not in a hurry. In fact, well, nah. I was going to go the other way, but, well, I still could go this way. I'm going to go this way today. Since I don't have to sit at that light that takes forever. Just for a change of pace. lights take forever. Oh, we hit this one. Be nice if we hit them all. No such luck. Through traffic, merge left. I'm not through, I'm going to turn. So that doesn't mean me. Oh, watch, I'm going to save this woman's life with a mask on her face. 2 of them. I just saved 2 lives. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yellow light. Now this white car is going to turn in front of us. Right here in front of us is UCI Medical Center. It's one of the biggest hospitals in Orange County. See the sign? Ah, man, now I'm going to miss this turn signal. Am I? Am I not? Maybe, maybe not. Still yellow, still yellow, still yellow, still yellow. Haha. There's a big ass crowd of cars coming up behind me again. But I'm way out in front. They'll never catch me. Oh wait, I got over one too many. Now I gotta get back over. I forget this lane ends. It's been a while since I've gone this way. One more green light and we're home free. Or actually we're freeway free. Not quite home yet. Alright, no more lights until we get off the freeway. Yay! This bitch tailgating me better slow down or else I'm gonna put my brakes on. She's gonna eat my back bumper. See, that's why you need a camera behind me so you can see what's going on behind me. Alright, now I gotta merge onto the damn freeway, which is no fun. Because this lane ends. All these lanes are ending. I gotta keep getting over. Alright, today we're gonna hear Pico and Sepulveda and other songs about Los Angeles. I talked about it yesterday, gave you the whole story behind it. And unless you watched the video from yesterday, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So maybe Dr. DeMental will explain it before he starts playing the songs. In any case, here we go. Down, boy! Down!
Steve Wall and the Hydrants on the Dr. Demento Show on KMET with Doggy Doo. The following recording was edited from previous Dr. Demento shows by Mr. Ray Montgomery.
This is Ray Montgomery, and today I am interviewing Dr. Demento. Hello, Dr. Demento. How are you today?
Absolutely demented.
It's off with it.
Are you ready to be interviewed?
I'm gonna do my darndest.
Do you play mostly 45s or 78 records on your program, Dr. Demento?
Oh, 78s! Oh, yeah, my favorite subject.
What type of needle do you use for your 78s?
A good needle.
I hear you're always looking for records at swap meets and yard sales, Dr. Demento. Is this true?
Bleep or high water.
How did you become interested in radio, Dr. Demento?
I started kind of experimenting with playing records for parties, and then I was asked to play records for the sock hops at the high school that I went to in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And of course it was a kick.
Yes, it sounds like you had a lot of fun doing that. Are you enjoying this interview, Dr. Demento?
Really something else.
What is the worst song or tape that you've played on your program so far, Dr. Demento?
The Justice Street Elementary CB radio class.
That really sounds demented.
That just kind of puts your head in a different place to hear something like that.
I have another question to ask you, Dr. Demento. This is not about records now. This is about food. What are some of your favorite foods you like to eat?
Duck soup, horse feathers, animal crackers. Eat it raw.
Right. What do you usually have for dessert after that?
Bunch of bloody guts.
How did you ever get started on this diet, Dr. Demento?
I started kind of experimenting with bloody guts, sisters' noses.
Where do you get this food at, Dr. Demento?
You get it better at the warehouse.
Dr. Demento, I noticed there are a couple men in white suits next to you. What do they want?
They're coming to take me away.
What are they putting on you, Dr. Demento?
Straight jacket.
Okay, we'll see you around, Dr. Demento. Well, there he goes.
Oh, slow down there, Napoleon.
Dr. Demento back live on the Dr. Demento Show on KMET. That one edited from my show by Ray Montgomery, whose previous production, by the way, was the Justice Street Elementary CB radio class, in case you hadn't guessed. Thanks, Ray. That's quite a compliment. Okay, now it's Pico and Sepulveda time, just before we go to England. We're going to start a little bit east of Pico and Sepulveda, about 35 miles east on the freeways, to tell you the truth, with the Rubber Band.
Down in East LA, it's not very big, but it's got lots of stores with stereos and things like Don't You Dig. I have a nice apartment, it's got a pretty good view. I can see 3 service stations and the Long Beach Freeway too. El Monte, there ain't no other place like it. El Monte, I tell you it ain't work. We got a drive-in movie, it has 3 shows every night. There's one playing now with John Wayne, it's really out of sight. My wife likes all the drugstores, they have everything. That's where I bought my outboard motor and her wedding ring. El Monte, there ain't no other place like it. El Monte, I tell you it ain't work. Sure to give me a call. There's a couple of bowling alleys, we'll really have a ball. We're just about a mile from Rosemead and a little bit north of Whittier. And you might like the city of industry, but our town's a whole lot prettier. El Monte, there ain't no other place like it. El Monte, I tell you it ain't worth.
salvation, for my destination, far beyond the western plain, to see my home in Pasadena, home where grass is greener, where honeybees hum melodies, and orange trees stand to the breeze. I'm gonna see a home sweet a homer, and there I'll settle down beneath the palm in someone's arms in a Pasadena town. Where honeybees hum melodies and orange trees stand to the breeze. Beneath the palm, in someone's arms, in a Pasadena town. Home, where grass is greener, where the little trees, they hum melodies, and orange trees stand to the breeze. I'm gonna be a little home sweet a homer, and right there I'll settle down beneath the palm, in someone's palm, in a Pasadena town.
Stopping right there just to say that when we get off of this freeway, we'll be getting onto the Pasadena freeway, but we'll be going the opposite direction. We'll be going away from Pasadena. Shed. I just thought I'd mention that. On Sunday, I had to get on the Pasadena freeway because the damn on-ramp going the opposite way, going east, was closed. So I had to get on the westbound Pasadena, the 210, turn around. Remember that? No? Then you're not watching all these videos, damn you!
Ah, silence on the radio. There is a blackout in Hollywood. David Moorhead, our manager, just called and reported that everything south of Sunset, north of Romaine, west of Cherokee and east of Formosa is blacked out right now because of the high winds, and the Department of Water and Power recommends that since there are going to be winds up to 40 miles an hour tonight, that anywhere you are in range of my voice, make sure you have a flashlight and some batteries. It might be a good idea to go out and pick one up now if you don't have one, because they're going to be high winds tonight blowing down some of the wires. Meanwhile, I think we've got Pico and Sepulveda lit up now, and I'm playing for you. There we go.
Pico and Sepulveda, 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 Martin, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda.
were mine, I was to feel it. Oh, I've been settled down in by the Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, where nobody's free. Oh, Pico and Sepulveda, 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 Pico and Sepulveda. You can keep Alvarado, Santa Monica, even Beverly Drive. Fine, baby, fine, but for mine I want to feel it. I've been settled down in my little Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, where nobody's free. Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda.
This is Rick Wakeman of Yes, and I must say it's a great pleasure to be sitting here in KMET Los Angeles, which is a much better studio than this pokey little hole that I had the last time I was here.
Children, open up history, turn to lesson number 23. Take a look, then close the book, and I will review it rapidly. Paul Revere took a ride, just look round the countryside. All at once his horse got skittish, here come the British, bang, bang. Washington, Valley Forge, tried to cross the river, look out George. All at once his boat got skittish, here come the British, bang, bang. Oh, just look around no matter where. Oh, you'll find that British out there. Napoleon, Waterloo, right Josephine, Billy Dew. Josie, I have got to close this pistol. There goes the whistle. Here come the British with a bang, bang.
That's Glenn Gray and his orchestra with Pee Wee Hunt, about the only American recording we're going to play during the next hour or so, because here on the Dr. Demento Show we're going to salute the British before we get on to some of the harder core dementia, featuring Turkish Delight and things like that, George Formby, Cleaning Windows. We're going to have an interesting new record that kind of sets the stage for the show, mentioning a lot of really quintessential British things. It's a new record on the infamous Stiff record label out of England, label that's done a lot of fine punk rock and other new wave things, but this one's kind of just a straight ahead, good feeling tribute to England. The name of it is called England's Glory, and it's by Mr. Max Wall.
There are jewels in the crown of England's glory, and every jewel shines 1,000 ways. Randy Howard and Noble Coward and Gardner Nose, Jackie Ball and Kennedy Thorne and Sherlock Holmes, Monty Biddles and King Cole in the finger of the dome. Oliver Twist and Uncle Silver, Captain Cook and Nellie Dean, Edith Piper, Yeoman Harvey, Mountain Sergeant Grey Army. All the jewels in the crown of England's glory. Too numerous to mention but a few. And everyone could tell a different story. And show old England's glory something new. Nice bit of Gipper and Jack the Ripper and Upton Park, Tracy and Siller and Maxie Milliput, Julep Clark, Winkles, Woodbines, Walnut Whips, Dear and Lynn and Stafford Grips, Lady Chatterley, Muffin mule, wings and church or Robin Hood. Beach across the beach now, beach of style of Yorkshire Hood. With Billy Butler, Jane Austen, Ray Eddington, George Formby, Billy Fury, Mr. Titch, Uncle Mac, Mr. Pastry and all. Uncle Mac, Mr. Pastry and all.
Southwestern districts of the British Isles by late evening. The cold front now affecting southeast districts will gradually move north. Fog has developed overnight in much of England and parts of Wales. In some districts it is rather dense. This will lift and clear by mid-morning almost everywhere. And the rest of the day will be fine with unbroken sunshine. And now, here is the shipping forecast for the next 24 hours. Viking, Fortis Chromaty, 4th time. Dogger Fisher, German Bight. Humber, Thames, Dover. White Portland, Plymouth, Biscay, Finisterre, Lundy, Fosnet, Irish Sea, Shannon. Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, Faroe, Southeast Iceland will continue to be affected by weather for several days. Now the outlook for Wednesday and Thursday. There will be drizzle in the south, and periods of continuous rain are expected later, interspersed with scattered showers. Northern England, Northern Ireland and Southern Scotland will have occasion of thunder. Temperatures will fall during the night, and there may be local showers of sleetings. Over central Scotland, temperatures will fall rapidly at dusk, giving rise to hail and freezing fog. Heavy snowfalls are expected in the north of Scotland, and gale force winds are likely to cause extensive flooding. In the extreme north of Scotland, the warmest stream will bring torrential rain and widespread flooding. In brief, the weather will be normal all the time.
The Master Singers on the Dr. Demento Show on KMET weather forecast. There is a rumor that the reason that the British Empire was established is because so many of the British people wanted to get the heck out of weather like that. Well, we'll hear some songs about the glory days of the British Empire in just a moment as we salute the British on the Dr. Demento Show. A group of folks are concerned about our postal system and want to work it out better. If you want to help, you can contact the Citizens for Better Postal Service by, believe it or not, writing them. KMET has the address P.O. Box 5214, Santa Monica 90405 to improve your P.O. I was talking about Englishmen and how to get out of the weather that we heard about on that weather forecast recording. The English started the British Empire and colonized a lot of very hot and sunny places with weather very much unlike England. In fact, places with weather so hot and sunny that the local population really had a lot of respect for the sun and the heat and had this custom of around noon just closing up shop and taking a siesta, or the same thing in various other languages, until things got reasonably livable again. But the Englishmen insisted on sticking by their strict proper British schedule, much to the amusement of the local populations, and that's the subject of perhaps the most famous song that the late Noel Coward ever wrote. Here he is in his definitive version of Mad Dogs and Englishmen.
In tropical climes there are certain times of day when all the citizens retire to take their clothes off and perspire. It's one of those rules the greatest fools obey, because the sun is far too sultry and one must avoid its ultraviolet ray. The natives grieve when the white men leave their huts, because they're obviously, definitely nuts. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The Japanese don't care to, the Chinese wouldn't dare to. Hindus and Argentines sleep firmly from 12 to 1, but Englishmen deter stars, yes stars. In the Philippines they have lovely screens to protect you from the glare. In the Malay states there are hats-like plates which the Britishers won't wear. At 12 noon the natives swoon and no further work is done, but mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Such a surprise for the eastern eyes to see. But though the English are effete, they're quite impervious to heat. When the white man rides over a native hides in glee, because the simple creatures hope he will impale his solar topee on the tree. It seems such a shame when the English claim the earth, that they give rise to such hilarity and mirth. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The toughest Burmese bandit can never understand it. In Rangoon, the heat of noon is just what the natives shun. They put the Scotch or lie down and lie down. In a jungle town where the sun beats down to the rage of man and beast, the English garb and the English starve merely gets a bit more creased. In Bangkok, at 12 o'clock they foam at the mouth and run, but mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The smallest Malay rabbit deplores this foolish habit. In Hong Kong, they strike a gong and fire off a noonday gun to reprimand each inmate who's in late. In the mangrove swamp where the python romps, there is peace from 12 to 2. Even caribous lie around and snooze, for there's nothing else to do. In Bengal, to move at all is seldom, if ever, done. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday, 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 out in the midday sun.
This musical travelogue comes to you by courtesy of the Persian Cat and Carpet Company, whose slogan, as snug as a bug in a Persian rug, is known all over Wigan.
I sell you a nice carpet, master. Lovely carpet, very cheap.
Great, yes, great. We are now in the native quarter, which occupies more than 3/4 of Barnyard.
You want to see pretty postcards, master? All real photos?
Go away. On our left hand is a large mosque, and on our right several small mosques or mosquitoes. The smell is terrible.
Oh, for the love of Allah.
Take no notice of him. Facing us is a minaret. It is a very old and it is rather high. In fact, it is so high that the smell is terrible.
You like pretty ladies? I show you lovely dancing girls, eh?
Pardon me one moment. Are they really a bit of all right, these dancing girls? Can you take me? Now, don't be silly. Oh, once there was a caliph and he lived in old Baghdad. The poor old bloke's been dead for years, but who cares about that? He couldn't sleep a wink at night. He had 200 wives who had to tell him stories, otherwise they lost their lives.
Bring out your name of the bad wine called Baghdad.
King Solomon, that wise old man, he had 1,000 wives. He bought a lovely cherubim to take them all for drives. The cherubim broke down one night and here's where trouble starts. His wives were waiting in a row, but he'd got no spare parts.
Way old iron for the next wine called Baghdad.
Aladdin loved a princess whom they called Belle Troubadour, and though he loved her dearly, she loved Aladdin more. She opened wide the palace gates to let her drunken dad in, and who can blame her if by chance she sometimes let Aladdin?
Oh, naughty girl, of the neck I call Baghdad.
Any more tales? Let's just get up and start the tape now. Stop.
He didn't like its color, so he daubed it with enamel. The hot sun melted all the paint while crossing the Sahara. He got...
Whoops.
Hey, Bill, did you notice that I had my college colors on today?
No, I didn't notice, Ernest. What are your college colors?
Why, black and white. You can't wear your college colors, can you?
No, I can't, but I have some.
Tell the people what they are.
Orange and gin. Valentino's famous on the movie screen.
And Mr. Heights is known because of pork and beans.
Don't think me and the boyfriend envy either one. They got no, but oh, wait, we got fun. Collegiate, yes, we are collegiate. Nothing intermediate. No man, trousers, baggy, and our clothes look raggy, but we're up and ready, yay! Garters are the things we never wear, and we haven't any use for red hot flannels. Very, very seldom in a hurry, never ever worry, we're collegiate, rah, rah, rah. Douglas Fairbanks picked a Pickford for a wife, and he should worry if the peas roll off his knife. What's one girl in a million when you're in our shoes? We've got lots and lots and lots to choose. Alpha, Alpha, Beta, Beta, Delta, Gamma, Theta, Lambda, Chi, Omega. Why can't let me, give me $1.50. Wear a arrow collar, oh. Sigma, Kappa, have a king. That's the Greek for all the lodges we belong to. Soccer, soaker, Delta and a poker. Each and every smoker, we're collegiate, rah, rah, rah.
Hey, Bill, give them your college here.
Hurrah for Harvard, hurrah for Yale. We gained on knowledge through the mail. Correspondence.
Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Cornell, Virginia, Dartmouth, Pennsylvania, milkshake, salami, pastrami, bologna and spumoni, chow mein, mixed spaghetti. There's the chocolate frappe bowl. These are all the colleges that we belong to. Diet, berries, maraschino cherries, endo and berries. We're collegiate, rah, rah, rah.
always begging me to take them on macrobiotic trips. But at night I take down my strong box that I keep under lock and key, and I take it off to the closet where nobody else can see. I open the lid so slowly, take a peek up north and south. Then I pull out a Hostess Twinkie and I pop it into my mouth. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie, good Lord have pity on me. Lunchtime, you can always find me at the Whole Earth Vitamin Bar, just sucking on my plate of my yogurt from a hand-thrown pottery jar. Yeah, and sipping little hand-pressed cider with a carrot stick for dessert, and wiping my face in a natural way on the sleeve of my peasant shirt. Oh, but when that clock strikes midnight and I'm all by myself, I'm working that combination on my secret hideaway shelf. Take out my Fritos corn chips, Dr. Pepper, and a scooter pie. Then I sit back in glorious expectation of a genuine junk food high. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie, good Lord have pity on me. Well, my friends down at the commune, they think I'm pretty neat. Well, I don't know nothing about arts or crafts, but I give them all something to eat. Yeah, I'm a friend to old Yule Gibbons, and I only eat homegrown spice. I've got a John Keats autograph Grecian urn filled up with my brown rice. Well, folks, lately I have been spotted with a Big Mac on my breath, stumbling into a Colonel Sanders with a face as white as death. I'm afraid someday they'll find me just stretched out on my bed, with a handful of Pringles, potato chips, and a ding-dong by my head. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie, good Lord, have pity on me. That joint, my friend, pass it over to me. Don't guard that joint, my friend, pass it over to me. Roll another one, just like the other one. Been hanging on to it, and I sure would like a hit. Don't guard that joint, my friend, pass it over to me. Don't guard that joint, my friend, pass it over to me. Another one, just like the other one. That one's just about run to the end. So come on and be a real friend. Don't guard that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Guard that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Everybody sing along this line. Don't guard that joint.
What in me and a certain character meant, the man that created the cigarette, I'd murder the so-and-so in the first degree. Not because I don't smoke myself, I don't suppose they'll harm my health. I've smoked all my life, and I'm not dead yet. But you nicotine slaves look a little more pale each time you light up a copper nail. Go ahead, have another cigarette. Go on, take a puff. Tell St. Peter the golden key that you just hate to make him wait, but you've got to have another cigarette. The other night I had a date with the cutest little girl in the 50 states. I read uptown fancy graveyard beds. I gave her a kiss and a little squeeze, and she said, "Boss, excuse me, please, I just got to have another cigarette." Take your memory. Tell St. Peter the golden key that you hate to make him wait, but you just got to have another cigarette. Egon is a chain smoker. Well, it got him.
You're probably wondering what the hell happened to all the British songs. Well, as it turned out, Tim Ryan, the guy that transferred the cassette tapes onto CDs for me, didn't have enough room to continue, so he just stopped the tape and stuck on a few extra songs, and then continued the tape on another disc. So let's do that too, for as long as we can.
No more wives for the love of life. Oh, lots more wives yet, dear boy. Where are they? On the other side.
Here we are again, so the next wife told her tale.
Once there was a plumber and he lived behind his tools. He always had to do it, it was in the union rules. He fell into a cistern, and when his mate returned, it took 3 years to get him out. What overtime he earned.
Yeah, 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 so the next wife told her tale.
A young commercial traveler came to Baghdad one day. He climbed upon the harem walls to watch the girls at play. He promised to be good, but when the bathing girls appeared, he got so agitated that he fell and broke his word.
We want hot dogs, so the next wife told her tale.
There was a bloke named Omar and he wore a ruby hat. He lived on loaves of bread and now, but who cares about that? I can't tell you when he was born, the only date that sticks is Will I Am the Conqueror, and that's 1066.
No, 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 so the next time goes back there.
Once there were two dancing girls who went about in gauze, and when they danced in cabarets they were enormous draws. The chief of police arrested them for showing too much zeal. He didn't mind the upper deck but couldn't stand the keel.
Oh, on that hill, and we haven't got any more wine.
Travelogue comes to you by courtesy of the Persian Cat and Carpet Company, whose slogan, as snug as a bug in a Persian rug, is still known all over Wigan. In a few moments, from the highest minaret, you will hear the muezzin calling the faithful to assemble. Thanks very much.
This week, Studio 5 welcomes two distinguished visitors. We're very pleased to have with us this evening the newly appointed Lord Chamberlain. Now, Lord Cobbold, what are your views on censorship in the theatre?
Well, frankly, I think there's far too much sex and violence gets by in the name of entertainment. I mean, I go to the theatre to be taken out of myself. I don't want to see lust and rape and incest and sodomy. I can get all that at home.
Thank you. We're especially privileged to have with us this evening His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip. Good evening, sir. Would you like to be seated?
This one here?
Either one.
Well, I'm used to sitting on the right.
Prince Philip has recently returned from Africa, where he has been celebrating the independence of Kenya.
Well, not exactly. They were.
You were there?
Yes, I was there, but I was there in a symbolical capacity.
What were you symbolizing?
Capitulation. Of course, that isn't to say that I wasn't very well received. I was. Mr. Kenyatta himself came to the airport to greet me and shook me very warmly by the throat.
Of course, Mr. Kenyatta was at one time imprisoned by the British.
Well, yes, but you must remember, that was when we thought he was a Mau Mau terrorist. Now, of course, we realize that he was a freedom fighter.
What precisely is the difference
It's
there?
very hard to tell, as a matter of fact, especially when you're being disemboweled by one. And that, I gather, is how the confusion first arose, actually.
Yes, I imagine there must have been some confusion in the minds of the disembowelees at the time. You feel that Kenya is ready for independence?
Oh, yes, I think so. But you know, there will still be many links with Great Britain. For instance, Mr. Kenyatta assured me that he still intends to keep my wife on the stamps.
That's an encouraging sign of continuity. On the subject of your wife, sir, do you feel the monarchy has a useful role to play in modern society?
Oh, good heavens, yes. I mean, it's the only thing that keeps me alive. I don't know what I'd do without it, really. I'd probably be some ski instructor in Wengen or something awful. But, of course, you know, it does give the people something to wave at, you know, that brings a little colour into their lives.
Of course, it costs a fair amount of money. For example, you travel everywhere by private aircraft.
Well, I would very much like to travel by public transport, but I daren't, for the safety of the people.
How come?
Well, when I once did travel on an ordinary BOAC flight, everybody crowded down to my end of the plane to have a look at me, you see, and the wretched thing became lopsided as a result, and I had to keep running back and forth to prevent us from going straight into the sea.
How very public-spirited of you. Finally, Prince Philip, I think we'd all like to congratulate you on the fact that in the spring you're going to be a father again.
Thank you. Yes, my wife is, so to speak, in the royal family way.
I think we'll say good night on that characteristic joke.
There's nothing funny about a fourth child, I can assure you.
Thank you. We're safe now. If you'd like to join Lord Cobbold for a glass of sherry, I'm sure you two must have a great deal to talk about.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, sir. Have a drink.
Thank you very much. My health.
PR on the Dr. Demento Show on KMET with Peter Cook, Dudley Moore, and Paxton Whitehead. That from the second edition of Beyond the Fringe on Records, Beyond the Fringe 64, The Duke. Ray Noble and his band with Bobby Comber singing Turkish Delight, and Noel Coward, Mad Dogs and Englishmen, as we play a solid hour of British dementia on the Dr. Demento Show on KMET. George Formby coming up, and the Goons, and even the Sex Pistols.
The Sex Pistols? Well, that's going to have to wait till tomorrow. It sounded like there was a little bit of me saying something here. Let me check.
Sex Pistol.
Wow, there was just a little bit of tape here that had some music and commercial or something on it, but that's not nearly as important as me breaking in and getting a chance to tell you, which I can never tell you too much, to remember. In about 20 minutes, you're going to have to get up and stop this tape before it comes to the end, because once these tapes, these old tapes get to the end, the plastic breaks away from the tape, you know, the leader tape and the plastic, they separate, and it rolls up inside the cassette. It's a big mess, so please, in about 20 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, start watching the tape carefully. Oh, did I mention that it's January 2nd, 1997? By about 22 minutes.
Neat.
All right, well, there you go. I couldn't have explained it better myself. But I did. Ugh. Oog. And ugh. Oog. Ugh, oog. Yeah, ugh, oog. Oh boy. We're approaching 1 hour, aren't we? You know what that means? That means I'm gonna get a 3. That's right, y'all. That's right, Chad. That's right, y'all. That's right, me. I mean, Chad. Ooh, cut that a little close. All right, so we're approaching an hour. Maybe I can do it today. 1 hour and 33 seconds. Deuces. Peace out. Peace tea out. IBC root beer out. 10-4 over and out. 7:23 maybe. Oh, if I got it, there it goes. Ready? Let's do 33 seconds now.